Good evening from Mount Dora, Florida, for tonight's basketball game between the Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs and the Agape Christian Lady Saints. Tonight is the inaugural Cletus Stutzman Holiday Classic. My name is Trent Payne, and calling the game with me tonight will be Tim Dean. Tim, what do you think?
Well, I tell you what, this is a great honor for us to be here tonight to pay tribute to Coach Cletus Stutzman, who served here for many years as a head coach and holds the all-time coaching record at Mount Dora Bible.
Well, it looks like what we're getting ready to do here is, looks like the teams are coming together, get ready to do the national anthem and the prayer. If you want to listen in for a minute, we will get this taken care of, and we'll be back with you shortly.
I couldn't hear you.
Stay injury-free, and that they will play to the best of their ability. And above all, Father, they will bring honor and glory to your name. Father God, we just ask you watch over everyone during this holiday season. Pray that you will keep them safe. Father, we just ask that you be with the families of those that lost loved ones in Connecticut. Father, just pray that you will comfort them as only you know how to do. Father, we just thank you so much for everything that you have done for us, and we thank you for the gift of your Son. And it is in his holy name that we pray. Amen.
All right, welcome back. The record for both teams, the Mount Dora Bible Lady Bulldogs, come in for tonight's game with a record of 6-4. The Agape Christian Saints, their current record stands at 1 win, 10 losses. We are just about ready to do the jump ball. See what's had a little technical difficulties there. We're trying to get worked out before the start of this game. So bear with us if things seem a little disjointed here for a few minutes. So what are you looking for in tonight's game, Tim?
Well, I'm actually quite surprised at the record of this Lady Saints. When I hear that they're 1-10 and I look at these girls, I want to find out just why they are, because they sure look like they got some size. I watched them in warm-ups. They seem to be very talented. So it's going to be interesting to find out why in the world this team is 1-10.
Yeah, I agree. They are, right now, they're just introducing the starters for both teams as we're going to be getting ready here in just another moment. If you're not familiar with Mount Dora Bible, the school was founded in 1945. We're getting ready here in the next few years to be celebrating our 70th year. Enrollment right now is a little under 600 for the year. We're located on a 70-acre campus with multiple sporting teams. Anything else you know?
No, I just wanted to make mention again about Coach Stutzman. You know, he's a graduate of Mount Dora Bible. He's been here since the early 50s. His wife is also a graduate. And he coached the 1961 state championship team. So I think it's really fitting that this tournament is named in his honor.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we'll get a chance to interview Coach Stutzman at halftime.
Yeah, that would be great. Looks like, let's see here. Looks like it's going to be Cape Mon versus Destiny Monroe for the jump ball here. Needless to say, Cape is a little outsized on that jump ball.
Yeah. Mount Dora got the tip, Trent, but then was stolen away by the Saints.
And looks like Destiny will actually be Takira Jones, starts running the offense for the Saints.
Yeah, it's interesting to see Mount Dora Bible open up in a man-to-man against this team with this height advantage.
Yeah, needless to say, the Lady Bulldogs are greatly, I wouldn't say outmanned, but we are considerably smaller than the Saints. Looks like Renesia Williams-Spencer takes the ball out for the Saints. I did not see what.
We just had a turnover to Mount Dora on the inbounds pass.
Michaela Baker is going to take out the ball for the Bulldogs. Jesse Heishu gets ready to start running the offense for the Bulldogs here. Gianna Bonner there with the got the foul. She will head to the line. Looks like to shoot the first of two shots for the Bulldogs.
You know, Trent, one thing I've noticed just early on is the Lady Saints, although they have quite a height advantage, the Bulldogs are able to hang right in there. They're rebounding well, and I think we're going to have a good game on our hands here.
Yeah. The years that I've been here, it often seems like the Bulldogs in general are are shorter than their typical opponent. But one thing I've noticed is the Bulldogs, whether it's the boys team or the girls team, have always been very scrappy. They're usually able to find ways to lessen that advantage that the other team might have.
Yeah. Well, it was nice to see Gianna Bonner make both free throws and give Mount Dora a 2-0 advantage.
Yep.
There's a block from behind, and Mount Dora passes the ball ahead.
Short there by Caroline Brooks was a little short. And it looks like it's going to be a timeout for the Bulldogs. Looks like Coach Hill called that. Kind of a sloppy start so far. Both teams, I think, are getting used to the flow of the game and see how their opponent's going to run the offenses. So I think this is, I guess it is going to be a 60-second timeout for the Bulldogs. And
Yeah, it looks like Coach Hill called a full timeout. He wanted to get his girls together down there, and I believe he wanted to go over just how they were going to bring that ball up court.
Yep. Not sure how tall she is for Destiny Monroe of the Lady Saints. She's got to be 5'8", 5'9", if not more.
Yeah, I'm guessing closer to 6 foot.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to get the exact height from our vantage point. Had a turnover there by the Lady Saints, and the Bulldogs bring up the ball. Michaela Baker runs the offense, passes off to Jessie Haichu. Gianna Bonner with the layup. Bulldogs go up 4-0.
You know, one thing I've noticed, again, right off the bat, Trent, is the ball handling skills of the Bulldogs are much superior to that of the Lady Saints. With the exception of Takira Jones, who just scored there. Most of those girls are not as proficient at dribbling and taking care of the ball.
Yeah. Good pass there. Gianna was not quite able to finish, though.
Boy, I bet she is battling. She's got great position down inside.
She, I called the game, I believe it was on the 10th of this month, and Gianna really made her presence known that night also. That was a loss for the Lady Bulldogs that night. But, Gianna has definitely been a great impact for the Bulldogs, especially underneath the basket.
Well, you can tell she's been with the team now for a few years, and she's the leader of this squad. Yep. She just made her second free throw.
Yep.
You know, this team is comprised of only 3 juniors, and the rest are all freshmen. So this team is going to be looking good next year as well.
Had a backcourt call there by the Lady Saints. That call was on Takira Jones. Bulldogs will take over. Michaela Baker is going to inbound. Looks like she'll pass off the ball to Jessie Haichu. And it's back to Michaela. She'll set up the offense to run. The Bulldogs have struggled from, they have struggled from the outside the last couple of games I have called. Oh, we got a steal there by the Saints. But the Bulldogs rebound.
Yeah.
Gianna Bonner's wide open. Great pass by Kate Mon, but Gianna misses the layup. I think right there we just saw the advantage or the help that Destiny Monroe brings to her team. She really didn't give much of an angle for Gianna to put up that layup there.
No, she didn't. And Gianna had the inside position there, but unfortunately she was almost directly under the rim and couldn't quite get it back up there. Yeah, three-pointer just put up by Takira Jones, but off the rim.
I think we had a walk there, up and down. Haley Todd will bring up the ball for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're going to bring Gianna, give her a little rest there on the bench.
Well, the turnover woes for the Lady Bulldogs has continued. The last game that we played, it seemed like, although the other team was superior, in some ways it seemed like we really helped them out that night. And so far we're helping out the Lady Saints too. All right.
Another turnover. Monique Smith threw it away. Bulldogs recovered and then ended up turning it over themselves, Trent.
I tell you what, it was not the best pass, but she found her man, or lady in this case, and it paid off.
That was last touched by number 11, Michaela Baker. It'll be Saints ball out underneath the basket.
Good rebound there
Yeah,
by Caroline Brooks. Michaela with the open three. She's had that shot, I think, 3 times already, but she's just been a little long. The call was on Caroline Brooks for the Bulldogs. I'll be honest with you, I'm not really sure what the call was.
She rebounded over the back.
Oh,
okay. She came over the back of the defender there. We've got a backcourt violation.
Yep.
I tell you what, there's some sloppy play here, Trent.
There really is. Yeah.
This game could be won at the free throw line.
It could be.
All right.
Rebound there by the Lady Bulldogs. That was Kate Mon again with the open shot. Rebound there by Destiny Monroe. I have a feeling we're going to be calling her name on the rebounding front quite a bit tonight.
And
nice
we got
shot.
A shot there by Monique Smith.
Yep. That was a great outside shot there by the Lady Saints.
They've narrowed the gap now to 5-4, and the Bulldogs need to get some offense going here.
Yep. Another timeout by the Bulldogs there. I suspect a possible 30-second timeout here. Coach Hill does not look pleased. I think both are rebounding and ball possession, basically.
Yeah, and as I was saying earlier, with such a young team, he's got a lot of coaching and a lot of teaching to do to this team. And he's also working with only 8 players, so they're all going to get some playing time today to keep them fresh.
Yeah, that's one big difference between the Lady Bulldogs and the boys basketball team. I know with the boys basketball team, it's not uncommon for them to do full substitutions with 5 going out for 5. That's been one of the advantages for the boys basketball team, which will be coming up here tonight at 7:30 in their game against Umatilla High.
Yeah. A lot more depth on that varsity boys team.
Yeah.
And some of those players have been with Coach Hayes for 5 and 6 years, so they know the system. They're able to come in, interchange. Got a lot of wing players, what we would call wing players.
Yep.
Not a lot of size, but they have a lot of good ball handling skills and some excellent outside shooting.
Haley Todd inbounds the ball there to Michaela Breaker, who takes the ball from midcourt and brings it up. Nice rejection there by Destiny Monroe on Haley Todd. And Takira Jones brings the ball up, passes it off to Monet Mitchell, but then she gets fouled, I believe, by Caroline Brooks.
Yeah, she committed the shooting foul. She'd be going to the line for 2. Monet Mitchell misses the first. She's a junior there at Agape Christian. And we were talking about the size, the height of some of these girls, and Monet looks like she couldn't be more than about 4'11".
I know. Yeah, she's the exact opposite of her center. That's for sure.
But she missed both of her penalty shots there, and so the Bulldogs will bring it back up court. Haley Todd handling the ball in the point position.
Yeah, there's going to be, I believe, a travel. Yep.
I've noticed the passing, though, of the Bulldogs is very crisp. There we got a turnover again.
Haley has got a high arcing shot there, which will be of use against the size of, I just drew a blank there. Destiny Monroe for for the Lady Saints.
And Haley Todd committing the loose ball foul there. The
Yep.
ball turns back over to the Lady Saints. Takira Jones seems to be their best ball handler and is doing most of the bringing the ball up court.
Boy, both teams.
Oh, we had a block from behind there
Yeah.
by Gianna Bonner.
And that was a good foul because I think Destiny was going to put that one in.
Yeah, that was a point-blank shot right in front of the rim.
She's going to go to the line for 2 shots. She makes the front end of a 2-shot foul. 6-5 early here for the Bulldogs. Minute 52 to go in the first quarter. This is the second shot. Michaela Baker gets the rebound, and Haley Todd brings up the ball for the Bulldogs. I got a feeling, based upon what we've seen so far, that the 2 names we're going to continue to call quite a bit is going to be Monet Mitchell and Destiny Monroe for the Lady Saints. Gianna Bonner misses the layup there. It's going to be a substitution here for Gianna Bonner. It looks like Brooke Fuller is going to come in. Ball's rebounded to Michaela Baker, who shoots a 3. Once again, just a little long.
Oh, my. She may be small, but Monet Mitchell just hit from deep from the side court and has given the Lady Saints a 7-6 lead.
Yeah, that was a great outside shot right there. Both teams have struggled to shoot the ball, but the Lady Saints were the first to nail three-pointer for the evening. Oh, it was a 2.
Yeah, her foot was
Okay.
on the line. And
Okay.
It was only a 2-pointer. And on that loose ball there, it's going to originally the refs signaled Bulldogs. He's changed the call now and has given it to Agape.
Another wide open shot there. Long
Haley
shot.
Todd coming down court now. She lost her dribble on.
Yeah, she sure did.
I think she was looking for someone to pass to and couldn't quite get it up to her hands in time.
Yep. So it looks like Renesia Williams-Spencer will inbound the ball for the Lady Saints. And Takira Jones will bring the ball up. Just under 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Been an interesting first quarter, I guess you could say.
Well, the Bulldogs got the rebound and then stepped on the end line there. And it's, again, another turnover, Trent.
Yep.
I tell you what, the turnovers are killing them.
Yeah, it really is.
Boy, that was a nice inbound pass.
That was.
Unfortunately, she couldn't convert there.
I think she hurried her shot. She could probably held for another second there, but all right, that's the end of the first quarter with the Lady Saints up 7-6 over the Lady Bulldogs. Guess we're going to stick with you here through the end of the first quarter as we get ready to head into the second. What do you look for to happen in the second quarter, Tim?
Well, as the quarter has progressed, it seemed as though they kind of calmed down. It looked like there was a case of nerves in the beginning. Nobody could dribble straight, shoot straight, pass straight, and it appears as though the coaches have calmed them down a little bit. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments here, but I'm looking for Agape to try to get the ball in to Destiny Monroe. She has such a height advantage over the other players. If she can establish a low post position there, they could feed her the ball all game. But they have been unable to do that.
Yeah, the first quarter really was very heavy in turnovers. The Bulldogs have continued their struggles with handling the ball, quite frankly. Hopefully that starts to change here in the coming quarters.
Well, as I look at the makeup of this Agape team, I see that the majority of them are underclassmen. In fact, some of them are even as 6th and 7th graders.
Yep.
So that's contributing a lot to their problems because they've got a very young team as well.
Right. I think that's going to be Bulldog
looks like
ball.
It came off
Yep.
of Takira. It'd be Bulldog ball. No.
Oh, okay. I thought it did. It looked to me like it did.
Sure looked like it did to me too.
Apparently the refs disagreed.
And that's who counts.
That's right. Sounds like I was told by our producer a few minutes ago that we are having clock issues. So occasionally here we'll give you a shout out to let you know what time is left on the clock until we can get that fixed, or possibly for the remainder of the game. For those of you who are wondering why you're not seeing the clock at this point.
Oh, nice. Three-pointer to Kira Jones. And
yeah.
They've now opened up a 10-6 lead over the Lady Bulldogs. We got to get some shots to fall, Trent.
Yep.
We've had a lot of good outside open looks, but unfortunately we can't get anything to drop. And we're here once again. Gianna found herself right underneath the rim, nowhere to go. She passed the ball out and ends up in a turnover.
I think that was one too many passes there. Would have been better to take that outside shot as opposed to dumping it down into Gianna there. Takira Jones showing some of that senior leadership that she brings to the Lady Saints, brings up the ball. Ball stolen by the Lady Bulldogs.
Oh, fast break bucket by Kate Mon, who had the steal and finished it, and they'll have a chance to complete a three-point play.
Right now it's Lady Bulldogs 10. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. The Lady Saints of Agape Christian 10. The Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs 8. There's 6 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the half. And Kate Mon is shooting a one-shot foul. She makes it. Brings the Bulldogs within one. 30. There's going to be a 30-second timeout here for Coach Hill and the Bulldogs. Get a chance to regroup. I set up a defensive alignment, I guess, here.
Yeah, when you look at him drawing up his defensive alignment here, I think what he's trying to do is prevent them from getting the ball inside. Yeah. They seem to be passing it in, and then they kick it out. And the last couple of times down court, they've had wide open shots from the outside, and they've converted on a couple of them.
Yep, they sure have. Yeah, Coach Hill's got to find a way to get his girls to stop that before this could become a big problem real quick, if not.
The Bulldogs can use their quickness to their advantage. I see now he's gone to a full court press here, probably to take advantage of the poor ball handling skills of the Lady Saints.
And that just paid off.
It did, just paid off. Let's see if the Bulldogs can convert here.
Gianna Bonner, she's going to find little to no room right there. Turnover on the Bulldogs. Kira Jones is running the offense now for the Saints. She runs right into Gianna Bonner.
And I think we're going to get a blocking foul. Blocking foul on.
I guess that's on us.
Yeah. looked to me like she was a little bit out of control. She's lucky to get that call.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh,
Got
boy.
another call there at Gianna Bonner. 2 fouls in all of about 5 seconds.
And that ball had no chance of going in. She threw up an air ball, but she did get the foul.
Kira Jones, the first shot of the 2-shot foul. 11-9, Lady Saints. Haley Todd with the rebound.
Oh.
And she traveled, yep. Jessie Haichu there took one too many steps and got called for the travel.
Well, she got caught in a spot, Trent, where she had really nowhere to go and shuffled her feet, unable to make a pass or a shot. Now we're seeing more and more of Takira Jones handling the ball, bringing it up court, and starting their offense.
Nice rebound by Gianna Bonner. Great passing.
Oh, beautiful assist there.
Yep, from Michaela Baker there. And we got ourselves a tie game with 5 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the first half. Takira Jones breaks the press, goes right in. And that's going to be a
picks
foul
up
on Haley
another
Todd.
foul.
Yep.
Well, we can see where that veteran leadership is coming in for the Lady Saints. Takira Jones is bringing the ball up court. She's handling the ball. She's shooting. She's just converted the first free throw to give the Lady Saints a 1-point lead.
This has got to be the 5th or 6th time Takira Jones, I think, has been at the line tonight.
And she's converted all but one, I believe, Trent.
Lady Saints are up 13-11.
Oh, boy. Another bad pass.
That was a good job by Haley Todd to stop the fast break there to get the Bulldogs back in defensive positioning.
Unfortunately, it
comes
led
off
to
a
a foul.
bad pass. Yeah.
Looks like Coach Hill has pulled her out and replaced her with Caroline Brooks.
Looks like Michaela Baker brings up the ball for the Lady Bulldogs there.
And Caroline with a ill-advised pass, turns it over. There goes Monet Mitchell bringing the ball quickly up court, but she loses the handle on it. And so we just keep going back and forth here, Trent.
Yeah.
With some very, very poor execution by both squads. Now Dora girls have a much better execution of their offense. Their passes are crisp, and there we see number 23, Kate Mon, converting from just outside the arc. Not a three-pointer, but she's tied the game up.
We've had our moments tonight.
Again, Takira Jones with the ball handling up in the front court, passes it off. Brooke Fuller with the rebound, gets it out, passes it over to Kate Mon.
Michaela Baker starts running the offense here, passes it back. And it looks like it'll still be Bulldogs ball after the ball goes out of bounds off the Lady Saints. With 3 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in the first half, score is tied at 13. Michaela Baker inbounds the ball for the Lady Bulldogs. And we're going to have a jump ball situation. And that should give it to the Lady Saints. Yes, it does. Kira Jones brings up the ball.
Nice steal there by Jessie Heitschuh. Takes it down and is fouled by Takira Jones. She'll go to the line for 2.
This is the free throw line at times has been a real struggle for the Lady Bulldogs so far this season. Hopefully she can make both of these here.
As it happens so often, Trent, we'll see games won and lost right there at the stripe.
Makes a second shot of the 2-shot foul. Takira Jones brings up the ball again here for the Lady Saints. They set up their offense. Nice shot there by Renesia Williams-Spencer.
I noticed that the Bulldogs switched to a 1-2-2 zone there, trying to block off the inside.
Great outside shot there by Kate Mon.
And we got a tie score again. I tell you what, this second quarter, the teams are heating up.
Yep. I think Michaela had a little tunnel vision there. She would have seen that Kate Mon was wide open there off to the left of the basket.
Yes, but again, you can see where Takira Jones came in and she influenced that shot. She might have even got a finger on it. And fortunately, the Bulldogs retained possession.
Yep. Nice hustle there by Monique Smith. Wasn't quite able to get the ball, though, on the attempted steal. Caroline Brooks there was looking for some help from her teammate. Got the ball over to Michaela Baker. Passing the ball around the key. Nice rebound by Jessie Heitschuh. And great press there. Jessie's got a wide open. Nate takes it down.
And converts. She gets the steal and the bucket.
Bulldogs go up 18-15 with 1 minute and 37 seconds to go in the half. Nice play there by the Lady Saints. Takira Jones again.
Takira Jones. I think we're going to be calling her name for most of the rest of this game.
Yeah.
As she continues to lead this team.
Looks like another turnover there by the Bulldogs.
And they're going to give Destiny Monroe a little blow on the bench. And they're bringing in Kanisha Roan to take her place.
My mistake there. I thought it was the Saints ball, but it's the Bulldogs. Kayla Baker with a 3-point shot. Just under a minute to go in the first half. The Lady Bulldogs up 18-17 over the Lady Saints of Agape Christian.
Takira Jones showing off her ball handling skills and had a wide open look at the basket, came up just a little short.
The ref missed a really wide open, very obvious travel there on the Saints. Coach Hill disagreed with that lack of a call.
22 seconds left. Cape Mon, that shot was partially blocked by Takira. She's going to bring it up as they get ready. Settle for that last shot. No.
Rebound there is by Caroline Brooks. Jesse Haichu with the shot here with 3 seconds to go.
Scores.
And the bucket.
Right at the buzzer.
And at the half, it's the Lady Bulldogs 20, the Lady Saints of Agape Christian 17. In a moment here, we're going to be taking a break, and we will catch you on the other side of the half.
What'd you do? I could just hear it in there.
Okay, we're back for the start of the second half between the Saints and the Bulldogs. Score is 20-17, Lady Bulldogs. Working out a few technical difficulties here before the the second half starts. Testing on this thing here real quick, making sure we don't have any problems.
Well, I mean, it is so faint. You can barely hear him.
Looks like it's going to be an inbound here for the Lady Bulldogs. Haley Todd brings up the ball. And it looks like it's going to be Gianna Bonner with the layup. She misses it. Bulldog ball, though.
Trent, one thing I noticed in the first half is we missed a lot of those buckets right underneath the basket.
Yep.
Gianna had probably 3 or 4 nice shots right underneath. Boy, it's an excellent passing there.
Yep.
Again, you can just see the crisp passing of the Lady Bulldogs. Their ball handling skills are much, much better.
Yeah, that's improved greatly from the first quarter, which is really good to see. Haley Todd brings up the ball, passes it up to Jessie Haichu. Gianna's really struggled this evening with those short layups in some cases. Got a traveling call, though, on the Saints. So it'll be Bulldogs ball again.
And Trent, what we're seeing is their ball handling woes continue. There's really only one girl that seems to be very proficient, and that's Takira Jones.
Yeah.
And she's not bringing the ball up as she did there in the first half.
I got to admit, although she's made an impact defensively, I've been surprised that we really have not called Destiny Monroe's name from the offensive front much so far. And you would have thought with that kind of height advantage that she'd have a bunch of points tonight.
Same thing for rebounding.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs have held their own rebounding.
Nice shot there by Kate Mon. And the Bulldogs go up 24-17 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, this is the largest lead that either team has had, I believe, in the first half. Agape led by as many as 4, but the Bulldogs, I don't think, led by more than 3 at any time until right there at the close of the half.
Yep.
Now they've opened up that 7-point lead.
Kira Jones running the offense for the Lady Saints. Steal there by Jessie Haichu. Passes the ball off to Michaela Baker, makes the 2-point play. Bulldogs go up 9.
Seeing the Bulldogs come out this half, Trent, with a lot more confidence. And again, you can just see their ball handling skills are far superior to the Lady Saints.
Yes. Boy, that was a pretty blatant foul there.
It was a frustration foul, I
was.
think, there by Renicia Williams-Spencer.
Kayla Baker inbounds the ball to Jessie Haichu. 3-point play there for the Lady Bulldogs. Bulldogs go up 29-17, 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the game. Third quarter. The girls, Lady Bulldogs, seem to like they're starting to get their stroke a little here, which is a good sign. Boy, that's the kind of play right there that'll drive a coach crazy.
Yes.
Got a 3-second call on the Saints.
And again, Bulldogs are showing their rebounding ability there. They're definitely outmanned in terms of height but they really position themselves well, block out well, and have got more than their share of rebounds.
I tell you, I sort of feel a little here for Takira Jones. At the moment, it's frustrating when any team goes 1-10, but she seems like the only one right now who really is giving it full effort.
Yeah, and as the only senior here, she may have enjoyed a nice career earlier with some other players. We don't know what the makeup of their squad was like in the previous years, but clearly she is the heart and soul of this team.
Looks like Kaylee Todd for the Bulldogs took I don't know if it was an elbow to the face. She got injured the last game we were doing here too. Hopefully she's okay. She went into the lobby there, I guess, to go to the bathroom to see if she could stop. I don't know if she's bleeding or not, but.
Well, Takira Jones, as she came around on that play, lowered her shoulder and caught Haley flush, and unfortunately she was called for the foul. Once again, you can just see the ball handling skills. Michaela Baker taking that ball from end to end and finishing. You know, we're not seeing any of the Agape girls able to finish like that.
Yeah, she's boy, great passing right now.
Oh, my. They are just tearing them apart here in the second half. You know, Trent, as the game started, we were scratching our heads and saying, how in the world could this team be 1-10?
Yeah.
I think we've kind of figured out why. Yeah. Again, they're a very young squad. Although they have some size, they just don't have a lot of ball handling skills. Their passing is not real fluent, and so. But again, they're young.
Yes,
they're going to grow.
It doesn't seem to me that they've done a whole lot of substitutions for the most part.
Very few have come off the bench. I think they've been outscored here, 13-0 to start the second half.
Exactly, yep. It was 20-17 to start the half. The Bulldogs have jumped all over them.
And, you know, those shots were there for the Bulldogs in the first half, and they weren't making them. They've come out this half, and they seem much more determined. They're able to convert a lot of those baskets right underneath the rim, and they've opened up a huge lead here now.
Tell you, watching number 23 for the Lady Saints, Monet Mitchell. Of course, she's a junior. But I was about to say she seemed to me like she might be their point guard of the future, but I guess I got a little ahead of myself. She's small, but she's quick.
Yeah, she reminds me of a little bit like Spud Webb.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Oh,
nice
boy.
shot there by Kate Mon. Bulldogs have doubled them up.
Now the Bulldogs are hitting from outside. They're hitting from inside. Just a totally different half.
Yeah. Yeah, these would be the kind of halves that when you're on the other side of that, this could be really frustrating for a team. We're going to get a little foul there. I think a tripping foul on Monique Smith of the Lady Saints. Looks like Jessie Haichu will inbound the ball for the Bulldogs. Kira Jones gets the rebound and brings the ball up for the Lady Saints. She shoots up a three herself. I think she's getting a little frustrated by the lack of help there.
Yeah. And you can imagine that with a 1-10 season, that a player with that kind of a skill level would get frustrated.
Sure. Well, don't forget, for those of you who are listening in, following the girls' game, the Mount Dora Bible Bulldog boys team will be playing Umatilla High.
Oh, boy.
Had a nice outside shot there by Kate Mon. Bulldogs.
I think that was Jesse Heitsch.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Yeah,
number
Jesse
4 hit from the outside there. What a difference in the two halves.
Yes.
Seems like everything the Bulldogs are throwing up is going in this half, and they couldn't hardly buy a bucket, especially in the first quarter.
We have actually now outscored them in this quarter alone more than the Saints have scored for the entire game.
Yeah. We're up 19-0 here in the third quarter.
Kira Jones continuing to go hard.
She was determined to get to the rim that time.
Yeah. Like I was saying, the Bulldog boys team will be playing Umatilla High after this. I think Tim is going to be staying on the air to do the color for the next game, and we're going to be having Richard Thomas coming in to do the play-by-play for tonight's game. So we hope you stick around to check out that game.
Yes, and I spoke to Coach Stutzman during the halftime break, and he's agreed to an interview.
Great.
We're very pleased to have him come and talk to us about his career as the Bulldogs coach and give us some of the highlights of that long and illustrious career.
Fantastic. Yeah, for those of you who did not check in at the game started, this is the inaugural Cletus Stutzman Holiday Classic. This Christmas tournament's been going on for a few years, but this is the first year it was named in his honor. Nice shot by Takira Jones there.
Well, they finally broke the ice here in the third quarter.
Yep.
Takira scores for them.
Got a little over a minute to go in the third quarter, and the score is the Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs 39, Agape Christian Lady Saints 19. Kira Jones is bringing up the ball for the Lady Saints.
Oh, she's got a some very nice ball handling skills.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the other girls don't.
That's right, yeah. Oh, I thought Jessie almost there with a fall-away shot. Almost made it.
She sort of had that little LeBron James two-step hop before she released the ball. I thought she might get called for traveling. Oh, boy, that was excellent coming from behind there. Jesse Heitsch hit that ball.
You almost hate to say this, but I think the other team has started to quit. They did not even begin to hustle down there on that play defensively.
No, they have, again, other than Takira Jones, who almost drained a three-pointer there at the buzzer.
Well, that's the end of the third quarter with the score: the Mount Dora Bible Lady Bulldogs 41, the Agape Christian Lady Saints 19. What do you look for here, Tim, in the fourth quarter?
I look for Coach Hill to get some of his other girls involved, get them out there, let them have some game time experience, and I would hope that the opposing coach might do the same, because after being outscored 21-2 in the third quarter, this game is probably out of reach for the Lady Saints.
One of the things that we've been kind of doing, making a little bit of a tradition here, is as the game starts to wind down, we will offer up our players of the game for both sides. So you might want to start getting that in mind there, Tim, see who you have. I think we'll probably agree on what the Lady Saints have to offer up tonight on that one.
They're leading scorer, leading rebounder, leading defender.
Pretty much leading everything.
Leading everything there. Bless her heart. Takira Jones. On the Bulldogs side, I tell you, they've had some balanced scoring.
They have.
Just everybody's contributed to this.
Yeah, that one's going to be a lot harder to figure out. Looks like it may be more than one possibly for the Bulldogs. Looks like Haley Todd is now back on the sideline. She looks like she's got a little bag of ice on. I don't know if I think she got her lip hurt based upon what I could see here.
Well, from what I saw, Takira Jones, as she came around handling the ball, lowered her shoulder and caught Haley. And I think that's what resulted in that.
Another turnover and quick score by Cape Mon for the Bulldogs as we start the fourth quarter.
But again, something you mentioned, Trent, it seems like the other squad, they're not even chasing and even making an attempt. And, you know, that's a shame.
It is.
For a team to get that disheartened.
Yeah. Yeah, you do hate to see that. And if you're the other coach, personally, and I'm not him, but you can't have it. I would think he would have to try to go to his bench to get somebody to keep playing.
Yeah.
So, looks like a turnover there for the Lady Saints, and so the Bulldogs will bring up the ball.
Yeah, it was a tied-up ball. Bulldog had the possession arrow.
Nice shot there.
I think that might be my leading candidate for player of the game, Michaela Baker. So far, she has been all over the court with defensive pressure, rebounds, shooting. But again, it's going to be hard. They've had several girls really playing well.
Another fast break situation here. Nice hustle by Takira Jones to take away, to get the block. Beautiful play.
Takira's trying to do it all here.
She is, yeah. Their coach can be proud of the effort that she's put in tonight, no doubt about it.
Yes. As you had made mention earlier, Destiny Monroe, who has a clear height advantage, the team has been unable to work it into her underneath.
Yep.
And I've noticed for a girl her size, she doesn't have a lot of jumping ability and doesn't have a lot of shooting ability.
Yeah.
Basically, she's just a tall girl.
Mm-hmm. Had a quick timeout there. And it looks like the Lady Saints will inbound the ball. Takira Jones running the offense. Nails the three.
That's
was a unique
college
three.
level.
Yeah, she didn't even look like she was giving it much effort, and it just went right in. Nice hustle there by Lady Saints.
Yeah, Monique Smith with a nice steal there, and as she brought it down underneath,
she lost control of the ball.
She lost control, had two Bulldogs on her and couldn't convert, but she does pick up the foul and will go to the stripe for two.
You know, I was looking at the schedule here, the rosters of both teams, and I don't know if this is actually their head coach because it lists Diana Neal as the head coach of the basketball team, so I'm sort of wondering if maybe she's away and they have another coach here or what. Kira Jones there brings the ball out after the rebound. Was that a...
That was a foul on Caroline Brooks of the Bulldogs, and they'll send number 23, Monet Mitchell, to the line for two.
I have a feeling when they were reviewing game tape that Caroline may get on the bad side of Coach Hill with that play right there because that was a bad foul for as far out as the girl was taking that shot.
When you've got a lead like this, you don't need to be that aggressive.
Yeah.
And she's shooting three.
Looks like she's going to take the second shot of a 3-shot foul. Oh, excuse me. I'm a little behind on you right now. That was the third shot of a 3-shot foul. Takira Jones with another rebound.
I tell you what, Gianna Bonner, she's a space eater. She has really held her own down there, getting those rebounds.
Yeah, she's really rendered Destiny Monroe to having little impact in this game.
Yeah. See a loose ball foul there on number 23, Kate Mon, as Takira Jones came down with that rebound. It's going to be ball out to the Lady Saints.
Looks like we can see our next play-by-play announcer is just walking up here. He'll be with us in the next game. Richard Thomas going to be calling the game with our own Tim Dean with the boys basketball team against the Umatilla High School boys basketball.
And he's obviously a Gator fan.
He is, yes.
Many at our Mount Dora High School are.
Yes, they are, yeah. I think that makes him a little bit, I think the producer, Doug Horton, is a little bit more impartial to him because of that also.
Well, I won't tell him my daughter graduated from Florida State.
Actually, I think you should. It should make for interesting calling the next game.
Boy, Kate Mon, she just streaked to the basket and laid in a beautiful shot there to give the Lady Bulldogs a 47-23 lead. They've now doubled up on the Lady Saints.
Bulldogs ball there after the air ball by Monet Mitchell. You know, I don't know a whole lot about Agape Christian. Do you?
No,
Tim?
I don't.
Where are they located? Are you sure?
No, sir. I should know more about that, but I don't.
Looks like Takira Jones will be bringing the ball up for the Lady Saints. Scores 47-23 Lady Bulldogs with 4 minutes 42 seconds to go in the game.
Coach Hill's leaving most of his starters in the game.
Yep.
I do see Haley Todd still on the bench there. She hasn't come back into the game since she was injured there earlier.
Yeah. I suspect she probably won't be after this point. There's really no need for her to be in there. Takira Jones continues to run the offense very well for the Lady Saints. Unfortunately, she just hasn't had much help for them.
Unfortunately, she is the offense.
Yeah.
Oh, she just had a nice block there on Caroline Brooks.
Yeah, you know what? With about 4 minutes to go in the game, like I said, I think it's safe to say that Takira Jones will be our player of the game for the Lady Saints. And I actually agree with you regarding Michaela Baker. Gianna Bonner's another name that I would put out there too. She's had trouble scoring, but defensively she's just been fantastic.
Yeah. I just saw where Coach Hill, he inserted Brooke Fuller into the lineup to give her some playing time.
Had the school president of Mount Dora Bible just come up here a moment to check in on Tim and I, see how we were doing.
We'll see if we can't get Dr. Moore at halftime to come up here and say a few words to us.
That sounds good. For those of you listening in on the game, the school here, once a year, usually in late January, has our own expo, where on a Saturday afternoon between 2 and 4 coming year, it's on January 19th, the school opens up to invite visitors in to take a look at the school and see what we have to offer. We certainly invite anybody who's listening into this to set a couple hours aside of your day there on January 19th to head over here to the school. I think you're going to like what you see here. Great school led by Dr. Moore. Great teachers, great staff. I know I've been here now for coming up on 9 years, and it's just every moment of it's been fantastic.
Yes, it is a wonderful place here, Trent. Unlike a lot of schools, Mount Dora Bible has their homecoming during basketball season.
Yes.
Most all other schools do it during football season, but because basketball was the premier sport here for so many years, they hold their homecoming, and it'll be held the first week of January.
Yeah.
Right here on our campus.
Nice shot by Michaela Baker there. Was that a three?
That was a three, and I think my vote is in now.
Yeah. That's a good vote.
Yeah.
It's 50-24 Lady Bulldogs with 3.5 minutes to go in the game. You're speaking of that homecoming game. I'm curious to see how we're going to draw that night, because I just found out the other day that game is on national title night. When Alabama plays Notre Dame, we will be hosting our basketball game for homecoming. Needless to say, I was a little dismayed by that when I found that out. So if you're looking for somebody to blame, go after Coach Hayes. I know I'm going to ask him what he was thinking.
Well, it's a good thing that there's a TiVo.
That's right.
Or a DVR for those of us that'll be here at the gym that night.
The good thing is, though, you should still have time to, for those of you out there who are trying to consider whether you come to that game tonight, the game does start at 7 p.m. that night, and by the time the game wraps up, you should only miss maybe the first quarter at the most. So hopefully you'll be able to find a way to get both games in that night.
Kira with a strong move to the basket. She just seems to have gotten better as the game's worn on.
Ooh. Michaela Baker hits the
by
floor,
number one. Yeah, Monique Smith. It was an inadvertent trip, but she had a clear path to the basket.
She just got teed up for that sign of dismay there. Yeah, that does not surprise me on there. She was waving off the referee. She didn't like that call, but it was pretty obvious. I think frustration's setting in.
Coach didn't like it either. He's pulled her from the game and brought in another player, probably to finish out the final 2:48.
Yeah. Michaela misses the front end there of that technical foul.
I don't know what she said, but it's a two-shot technical.
I know she just kind of waved her hand in disgust at the ref a couple of times there, which probably didn't sit well. But it was the right call. I mean, it was pretty blatant.
It was. It was clearly a tripping foul on Monique.
Yeah. Gianna Bonner got caught off by the
I don't think she was expecting the ball to come to her.
Yeah. Well, we're coming down almost on the 2-minute mark left in the game with the score 50-24 Lady Bulldogs.
They seem to be content with just passing the ball around the perimeter and maybe running out the clock.
Oh, nice hustle by Caroline Brooks. Big lead, and yet she was not going to give up the play there, that's for sure.
No, and you like to see that in your team. You want to see them play the full 32 minutes.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm so accustomed to 48 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Desi Monroe, I believe, got called on the foul there. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Looks like, I guess, was it Jesse Haichu that got called for the foul? I thought they said number 4. And that sent Marche Brooks to the line for the Lady Saints.
Yeah, she's the free throw shooting, probably other than Takira, has not been too good tonight.
No.
Although she does hit the back end of the 1-and-1.
Well, what are you looking forward to with this next game coming up?
I don't know much about the Umatilla team. I know a lot about the Mount Dora team, and I'm anxious to see them come out tonight as part of the tournament. I tell you, they're always an energetic bunch. I've never seen a team with so much energy here at the high school level.
Yeah.
They give it their all from start to finish.
Yes, they do.
And so I'm looking down here on the sidelines at some of the Umatilla players. Don't know much about them. Don't know what their record is this year. It should be a great game, though.
Yes.
It's a rivalry game. You know, it's another one of these teams here in Lake County that we don't play that often. I don't think they're in our district. But they're probably participating in this because it's an invitational tournament.
Yeah, I'm not sure what time the games are getting started tomorrow, but we will continue. The second day of the games will wrap up tomorrow in the first Cletus Stutzman Holiday Classic. Nice rebound there by Destiny Monroe.
Good steal.
Yep, then she immediately got it stolen. I tell you what, that Takira Jones is strong, too.
She is strong, but I got to tell you, the Lady Bulldogs have hustled and hustled. I thought they would be greatly out-rebounded, but they have done a great job of holding their own under the basket.
Minute and 29 seconds to go in the game. The score right now is Mount Dora Bible 50, Agape Christian 25. The Bulldogs record going into the game was 6-4, so they'll jump out to a 7-4 record. And for the Lady Saints, unfortunately for them, they're going to fall to a record of 1 win and 11 losses. That's rough. That's rough.
Well, as we said earlier, Trent, I can understand why the Saints have that record, but they're a young team. Looks like their coach has now put in some of their younger players to get them some playing time. Bobby Mitchell's in the game now, and she's a 7th grader. Some of you may be wondering how it is that a 7th grader could be playing at a high school level, but for schools that go K through 12, you're not restricted by the same rules as conventional public schools.
You know, the funny thing is we actually took advantage of that ourselves a few years back when Casey Hill, who's now at Montverde and who just recently signed with the Florida Gator basketball team, started here at 6th grade level, and you could understand why at the time.
That's true.
Sorry about that. We stepped away for a minute. We got 45.7 seconds to go in the game.
Trent, what do you think here? 45 seconds left in the game, and looks like Bulldog ball out underneath the opponent's basket. They've opened up in a full court press here. It might be a little bit too little too late.
Yeah. Boy, watching Bobby Mitchell standing right in front of Destiny Monroe that's a big time height difference there.
It just keeps going in and out, in and out, in and out. I don't know
It's going to be a turnover here for the Bulldogs. It looks like Takira Jones will be bringing the ball up for the Lady Saints. We're getting ready to wrap it up here as we're hitting the 10-second mark of the game. Ball goes in and out for the Lady Saints. And the game, it looks like we're going to just hold on to it and wrap this game up. And there you have it with the final score, the Mount Dora Bible Lady Bulldogs 50 and Agape Christian 28. We hope that you will stick with us as we get ready for our boys basketball game against Umatilla High. And we will see you later.